Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. Okay, so the idea of the Astrocolorscope is, in a moment, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the astrology, the aspects that are coming up for the month of June 2015. Then I'm going to select 3 crystals from my crystal bag here for each sign. And I'm going to throw those crystals into a circle of the 12 houses and then read the color of the crystal, the qualities of the crystal, and how that reflects on the house that they've landed in and what that means for you. I'll also be using my intuition to see what else comes up. And I'll be picking a bead from the bead bag right here for an additional influence from the color and anything else that comes up from that. And I like to do things in 3s. So we have a tarot card as well. This is the Voyager deck. So I'll pick a card for you. And what you can do then is take a look at the card and see what you are most attracted to in that card. And whatever you're attracted to, then you can ask yourself, what does that mean? So you get an additional message, but it's personal for you. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to talk a little bit about the astrology that's coming up, the aspects that are coming up. So we've got a Sagittarius full moon on the 2nd of June, and you know, with Sagittarius, it's the 9th house sign, and it's very much about, it's a fiery sign. It's very much about adventure and taking off into this world that is unknown. So with that full moon, when you get a full moon, it's almost like you're coming to a fulfilled place. So you're asking yourself, am I fulfilled in the department of adventure? Am I fulfilled in that place of philosophy, of education, of higher education, of learning, of travel? Do I feel fulfilled when I'm looking at a broader perspective of my life? So that's what comes up with that particular moon. And then there's a new moon that comes in on the 16th, which is Gemini. And with the Gemini energy, it's ruled by Mercury. Mercury is going direct finally on the 11th of this month. So communication comes into balance, and technical things, electrical stuff, it all starts working a little bit better. But then when we get to that new moon, there's also the emphasis on communication. There's an emphasis on education. There's more of a focus on wanting to learn, on wanting to maybe to expand your horizons as well. So it's interesting that Mercury going direct and then the new moon going into Gemini all comes in the same month. So there's almost a sense of much clearer communication, more clarity as well. There's also Neptune is going retrograde in Pisces, which is its natural sign, and that's on the 12th of June. And with that, we become more sensitive. You know, Neptune is a planet of imagination. It's a planet of psychic sensitivity. It's also a planet of addictions, because we tend to want to drown what we are seeing in the outside world and go into a place of fantasy. And so with addiction, it can help us to go inside of ourselves more. But with that retrograde energy, it makes you more sensitive. So it's almost take care at this time if you have this tendency to want to escape things, because with that Neptune retrograde, it's coming on the 12th of the month, and it's going to continue for a while. So just take care, protect yourself. Be aware that if you suddenly start trying to do something that is to avoid your life, that it could just be that particular aspect that's affecting you, and see if you can stay grounded and more in this present moment. Don't look too much into the future. We have Saturn that enters Scorpio on the 14th, and that's also going retrograde as well. Many retrograde planets at the moment. And you know, Scorpio is It's a sign of the underworld, and it's ruled by Pluto, which is also that underworld kind of energy. So there is a sense with Saturn going retrograde in this particular sign. Saturn is a planet of grounding and making you see things. So there is a sense with this that you're going to revisit unresolved issues, challenges, anything that you've pushed down into your emotions, anything you've pushed down under the surface. So with that energy, it's around the 14th of the month. You'll find that maybe you might be more emotional than you've been in the past, but it may not be about what is going on around you right now. It may be that something else is coming to the surface to be resolved, to be healed. Then we have, of course, this month the summer solstice on the, at least in the northern hemisphere, we have the summer solstice on the 21st, and at that time the sun enters Cancer, which to me is there is a sensitive energy to this, but there's also a feeling of brightness that comes with it as well. I feel like it's adventure time when it goes into Cancer. Well, on the 22nd, we have Jupiter and Uranus are making a trine. And Jupiter is in Leo and Uranus is in Aries, both fire signs. So with this, there's almost a sense of the road less traveled. There's a sense of excitement. There's a sense of adventure. So around that time, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, you might find yourself suddenly wanting to take a trip, or suddenly wanting to go into the kind of relationship that you've never been in before, or maybe going for a job that you didn't think you were capable of getting, or didn't think that you had the qualifications to apply for the job. There is a sense of luck that comes with that particular aspect, and it's been coming through already. Earlier in the year we had the same aspect. Now we're getting another chance at it, so that can come up as well. It may be that you're getting a second chance at something, maybe a relationship or a job or something else that means that your whole world opens up as a consequence. All right then, just as my cat came in to say hello. So now let's move on and see what's coming up for your sign. Okay, Pisces. So for you, this piece of sodalite, which is a heart, went into your 9th house. Sodalite is a stone, well, it's blue and it has white in it, and it's a stone that links with your psychic abilities. So for this month, your psychic abilities are expanding, you're reaching out, you're connecting more. Maybe you're connecting more on the internet with people that will help you develop psychically, but it could also be that you are connecting telepathically to people as well. The blue energy, I feel it's as if you are going to be doing some more traveling, or you're thinking about traveling or making plans for travel that are really connected to that psychic energy as well. And it may be to a place that you felt that you belong in, or you've had dreams about, or that you feel has an energetic connection to you, maybe to a past life. I feel with this too that there's going to be a lot of writing, a lot of communication, a lot of teaching with people that it's almost a sense of your peers. So it feels like people that are on the same level, that are reaching for the same goals, that have the same focus in mind. So I feel that this sodalite will help you to connect with them. I also get the sense with this of there is a project or a purpose that you want to either break out into, or it's been something that has been on your mind for some time, and this month you're going to start getting that ball rolling. It's interesting with this because I feel there's more to it. It's like I keep feeling like there's more messages, more information that's coming, and I feel that is what this month is going to be about for you as well. That there's going to be more and more information that's going to come in, and you just have to ask for that information and then it'll be there. And the final thing is, interestingly, I suddenly saw a cross in it. So, it could be a religious energy. But I feel it's more about protection. Sodalite is often about protection. So it's just saying that, you're okay. If there's any trips that you need to take, you're going to be okay. Travel, you're going to be okay. Connections with people, use your intuition, but pretty much everything's going to be fine. Nice. So now in your 10th house, we have this piece of red jasper. And red jasper is very much about grounding. When I'm looking at this, it almost looks like a little slipper. So I'm thinking about Cinderella. So in your 10th house, there's a sense of you're going to find your purpose. So you're going to find your vocation, your meaning, your career. And you may have already gotten your career, but whatever it is, there's a sense of you finding something and then grounding it into your life. Just getting a sense of if there's anything else that's in there. I also feel like you're going to begin something that, again, you've put off for a long time, and you're going to get it started, get it moving, and it's the perfect time for it. So don't beat yourself up because you haven't started it before. Okay, so then the final stone went into your 12th house, and this is Angelite. This has been coming up for a lot of different signs this month. So the angels really, really want us to know that they are with us this month. So for you in your 12th house, the 12th house is often about karma. It's about your fears, about enemies that can come to the surface. So there's almost a sense in this, 9, 10, 12. Maybe there's a career move that's here, and maybe there's fear that's around that career move and moving forward. But I feel that your angels are saying it's time to take that next step. It's time to move forward. Don't be afraid of not being as successful as you could be, because the success is there. It's just whether you're open and willing to embrace that success in whatever shape or form that may take. So I'm thinking of it as career. It could also be in relationships. It could be in anything in your life. I feel as if you're going to find a solution to a problem as well with this particular vibration, and it's because you've asked for support and help. Now there's 2 blue stones that are coming in here, so there's lots of communication, there's lots of education that's coming in, and they're so different that there's almost a sense of maybe 2 different sides of your life, maybe 2 different communities that you're going to be working with or being with, and it's like they're the 2 different sides of your being that are going to be nurtured by these 2 communities. Nice. The bead that came up for you is this kind of blue opal, so it's blue again. So you might find yourself, you're trying to figure something out around communication, maybe around education, maybe around writing or learning as well can come into this. So there's a sense of just trying to figure things out, and there's a sense of, this month it might look a little bit cloudy, because that looks a little bit cloudy, doesn't it? But there's a feeling that in July everything starts falling into place, and the direction that you're going in, what you need to do, etc. It's just you're working it out in June. So now the card that came up is the love card. It's the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. So just take a look at that card and see what you are most attracted to at this moment. And then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So I think this says ecstasy. Yes, it does. Ecstasy on the top. And then what I am most attracted to in this card is this white that's beneath here, but it's actually the white that's beneath that. So it's almost like a white crystal. So I feel as if with that it's saying that something is going to become crystal clear to you, but it has to rise to the surface. It is not there right yet. So you're real excited about something, real happy about something. Everything looks great to move forward, but this little crystal piece here has yet to come to the surface. So information has yet to emerge to help you with decisions. And again, I feel that is going to come in more in at the end of June, and then whatever it is you're going to be doing, it's looking real good for July. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you enjoyed it. Do please share it with your friends. Like and subscribe to my channel. And if the message has resonated, please leave me a comment below. Remember that you can subscribe to my love letter and grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. And also remember that I offer different guidance sessions from my website sealedwithlove.com, and I make crystal jewelry, and I also have crystals available in my store.sealedwithlove.com. I will see you next week with the Crystal Colorscope. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye.